them so mad is when you don't want to be a part of their fucking club. That pisses them off. You know who they are, and they definitely know who they are. A lot of people would be like, what, who? Come on, man, stop playing.
Diddy is not a man who likes his enemies, and it seems that he has now put a hit out on Ice Cube for speaking out against him.
I love you, man. Bye. I got my MTV out. Savage! I'm a savage! Oh! I'm a savage! Whatever I want, I'm going to get! Whatever I want, I have to get!
And it would not be the first time that Diddy has put a hit out on someone he felt threatened by. He has a history of violence. I mean, just take the case of Tupac.
But Puff had an obsession with him for whatever reason it was, because he started wanting to act. He started wanting to rap. He had an obsession so bad. You know what I'm saying? He made a statement. Go with the statement that he made. I don't give a fuck if Pac gotta die. I don't give a fuck if Big gotta die. Suge Knight could go to jail.
Keefe D's court case regarding the tragic murder of Tupac Shakur is surrounded by various suspects, especially from the defense's standpoint. According to the U.S. Sun, on January 11th, his legal team submitted a tape wherein Keefe, also known as Dwayne Davis, allegedly claimed that Diddy offered him a hefty sum to take out the West Coast icon. However, the recording reportedly lacks any presence of the bad boy mogul. Instead, it captures Keefe laughing about his purported involvement with the Vegas police. The narrative suggests that Sean Combs desired to resolve the escalating tensions between the East and West Coasts by eliminating Pac and Suge Knight. This latest development adds to the long-standing accusations implicating Diddy in the whole affair. For instance, in 2011, LAPD Detective Greg Kading made such claims, even alleging Suge's involvement in the hit on Biggie Smalls. Recounting the investigation to Hip Hop DX, Kading highlighted how they pieced together the puzzle with Keefe D's testimony. Though speculative, these rumors underscore how such controversies have dominated hip-hop discussions and gossip mills for years. Kading further elaborated on Keefe D's testimony regarding Diddy's involvement, stating, "He explained to us that him and his nephew, Orlando Anderson, and the rest of that little Crip entourage committed the murder of Tupac out in Las Vegas." According to Kading, the conspiracy to murder Tupac originated in Los Angeles during conversations with Puffy Combs. This revelation led to LAPD's involvement in the investigation, despite the murder occurring in Las Vegas. Kading emphasized the importance of protecting Keefe D to advance the inquiry and potentially tie other conspirators to the case. Despite these allegations, it's important to note that Puff Daddy has consistently denied any involvement in the matter. But Keefe D is not the only one that claims that. Eminem dropped a bomb in one of his tracks, claiming Diddy had something to do with Tupac's murder. Now, it seems Diddy's breaking his silence thanks to Joe Budden. In M's diss track, Kill Shot, aimed at Machine Gun Kelly, he spits, "But, Kels, the day you put out a hit's the day Diddy admits that he put the hit out that got Pac killed. Recently, there's been a resurgence of interest in the investigation surrounding Tupac Shakur's 1996 murder. It's once again a hot topic in hip-hop circles. Even 50 Cent couldn't resist sharing his thoughts on who might have pulled the trigger that fateful night. Damn, so Pac got lined by Brother Love. LOL time to lawyer up. Might get sticky, 50 tweeted on OKT. 9. It's a playful jab, but there's some history behind it. Diddy, as you might know, has been referring to himself as Brother Love lately, after legally changing his name to Love from Sean. Back in '96, tensions were high between the West Coast and East Coast rap scenes. Suge Knight reigned supreme on the West Coast, while Diddy held it down for the East. So, it's not surprising that 50 decided to throw a little shade Diddy's way, playing on that lingering beef. On September 7, 1996, Tupac was gunned down in a drive-by shooting in Las Vegas. He was chilling in a black car with Marion Suge Knight, who was the big boss over at Death Row Records at the time. The two stopped at a red light near the iconic Las Vegas Strip when a white Cadillac pulled up beside them and bullets started flying. Tupac, hit multiple times, fought for his life but sadly passed away a week later in a local hospital. Then there is also the 1999 club shooting. Approximately 25 years ago, in the early hours of a winter night, 3 NYPD detectives were summoned to the Midtown North Precinct. The scenario: rap tycoon Sean Combs, then known as Puffy, alongside his partner Jennifer Lopez, his bodyguard Anthony Wolf Jones, and rapper Jamal Shine Barrow, found themselves under arrest following a shooting incident within a Times Square club, leaving 3 innocent bystanders injured. At the precinct, Lopez, aged 30 at the time, was detained, while Combs awaited proceedings at the station house on West 54th Street, momentarily halting his plans for an extravagant millennium celebration just days away. Now, the events of that night and the subsequent high-profile trial in early 2001 have returned to public attention. Reports indicate that the notorious shooting and its legal aftermath may potentially undergo re-examination as part of a broader federal investigation into Combs, now 54, and known as Diddy, a figure with a history involving more than one enigmatic shooting incident. Recently, Homeland Security agents conducted searches at Combs' residences in Los Angeles and Miami, reportedly prompted by allegations of sex trafficking, as disclosed by law enforcement sources to The Post. Michael DiCiowaro, a New York criminal defense attorney acquainted with the case, shared insights with The Post, stating, "They got eyes on him in Miami, and the feds are talking to witness after witness." He added, "They're corroborating everything they can, but everything past and present is on the table with Mr. Diddy right now." The federal actions occurred shortly after Rodney Lil Rod Jones filed a lawsuit alleging repeated sexual assault by the music mogul between September 2022 and November 2023, during Jones's tenure as a producer and videographer for Combs. Jones made serious allegations, likening Combs to Jeffrey Epstein and accusing him of sexual misconduct, manipulation, and involvement in procuring sex workers, strippers, and drugs. These legal troubles aren't isolated incidents. Just months earlier, Diddy settled another lawsuit filed by his former girlfriend, R&B singer Cassie, who alleged a range of serious offenses, including sexual violence, human trafficking, and the operation of a surveillance system akin to Epstein's, capturing prominent individuals in compromising situations. In his lawsuit, Jones made some serious allegations against Diddy. He claimed that Diddy was violent, made threats, and even boasted about bribing witnesses and jurors involved in a criminal case related to a 1999 NYC nightclub shooting with Shine. Now, let's dive into the backstory of that nightclub incident. It all started with an altercation between Diddy and a guy named Scar from Brooklyn. Diddy, along with his bodyguard Anthony Jones and rapper Shine, faced a lengthy trial in February and March 2001. The outcome? Diddy and Jones walked away, but Shine, who was just 21 at the time, got slapped with convictions for assault and gun possession, landing him a 10-year prison sentence. The Club New York shooting, as it came to be known, still carries an air of mystery, especially for Derek Parker, a former NYPD detective who's now a private investigator. Fast forward to now, Shine, now an opposition leader in Belize, is far removed from those courtroom days. But back then, he was a key figure in the trial, showing up dressed to the nines at the courthouse. The controversy doesn't end there. For years, rumors have circulated about Diddy possibly pushing Shine to take the fall for the whole ordeal. Derek Parker, the ex-cop, shed some light, suggesting that the clash stemmed from Diddy showing off his wealth, which didn't sit well with Scar. Things escalated and gunfire erupted. In the chaos that followed, Diddy and Jennifer Lopez, his partner at the time, made a swift exit from the club. They were eventually stopped by police, with J-Lo's mom apparently not too pleased with her daughter's involvement. Lopez, however, was released without charges after spending 14 hours in custody, and despite some claims, she was never formally charged in connection with the incident. Now fast forward to recent times, Rodney Lil Rod Jones dropped a lawsuit packed with some jaw-dropping accusations against Diddy. He claims that Diddy openly boasted about orchestrating the nightclub shooting, and even used Lopez to smuggle a gun into the club for him. Diddy, through his legal team, vehemently denies these allegations, labeling the recent federal raids on his homes as nothing short of a witch hunt. But this saga doesn't end there. Jones also alleges that Diddy lied about his and his son Justin Combs' involvement in a 2022 shooting incident at a recording studio in Los Angeles. According to Jones, the situation got heated, shots were fired, and Diddy allegedly instructed him to mislead the police about what went down. It's a tangled web of accusations, with federal investigators likely looking into these incidents with a fine-tooth comb. And as the dust settles, one thing's for sure, this story is far from over. Diddy's day of reckoning is not far now, and all those he has hurt may get their justice soon. That's all for the video, folks. Thanks for watching.
Is when you don't want to be a part of their fucking club. What club am I talking about? I'm talking about the club of gatekeepers that we all gotta deal with.
So now that we know about the feds raiding Diddy's properties, it seems like there's some serious drama brewing, especially with Ice Cube stirring the pot. He's dropping hints about shady stuff involving Diddy and Jay-Z, suggesting they've been hiding some grim secrets.
You know who they are, and they definitely know who they are. A lot of people would be like, what, who? Come on, man, stop playing. You know, I've been working with, on the big three for a long time, and you know how they've been fucking with me with that. I done made it.
Ice Cube's been talking about this tangled web of darkness linking Jay-Z and Diddy, alleging they've been knee-deep in some pretty sketchy stuff covering each other's tracks. And get this, Jay-Z only distanced himself from Diddy when things got really messy.
Some people may get pissed off because I'm going to talk to everybody. I'm not playing. And it's gonna be a crazy summer.
Now there's speculation that Jay-Z might be next in line for some serious scrutiny. I mean, how did he even get mixed up with Diddy in the first place, right? And what's he hiding?
Going on the premises of sex trafficking. They're looking for pictures of girls that may appear to be underage.
Jay-Z has had his fair share of problems, and his previous cooperation with R. Kelly is a major one. For years, there have been rumors about Jay-Z that we hoped would remain just that. Rumors. However, despite Kelly's many charges of child sex assault, his continuous engagement with her was confirmed. Jay-Z's allegation that he was unaware of Kelly's propensity for underage girls is contradicted by the fact that Kelly married his mentee, Aaliyah, when she was just 15. In 2000, rumors appeared that Kelly, dubbed the Pied Piper of R&B, had used his celebrity to sexually assault children. Many women came forward to describe being coerced into underage sexual interactions, typically in group settings. Kelly was charged with 21 charges of child pornography in 2002, following the release of a sex tape with a child. He was acquitted 6 years later, but was sentenced to 30 years in prison for sex trafficking in 2021, followed by another 20 years in 2023 for child pornography and seducing a juvenile, according to CNN. In a 2002 interview, Nas revealed that he and Jay-Z were aware of Kelly's predatory behavior long before it became public. While Nas distanced himself from Kelly, Jay-Z appeared to turn a blind eye, which could explain their previous collaboration before the conflict. While some celebrities spoke out against Kelly, many remained silent, waiting to see how his legal issues played out. However, Jay-Z continued to openly endorse Kelly in 2002, comparing their cooperation to a watershed moment similar to Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X coming together. Despite escalating accusations against Kelly, Jay-Z continued to collaborate with him, releasing the album Unfinished Business in 2014 and even arranging a joint tour. Damon Dash, Aaliyah's lover at the time of her death, reportedly distanced himself from Jay-Z after he failed to publicly criticize Kelly. Jay-Z's prolonged collaboration with Kelly was most likely motivated by financial considerations, as sources indicate that their combined tour was profitable. Finally, the tour was canceled due to disagreements between the two performers. After their tour finished, Jay-Z and R. Kelly's relationship deteriorated. According to XXL, they had been arguing about each other throughout the tour, but things got serious when a member of Jay-Z's crew pepper-sprayed Kelly in the face as he attempted to return to the stage. Kelly had previously exited the stage, alleging he spotted someone waving a pistol in the audience. Before Kelly's conviction in 2021, many musicians were hesitant to criticize him. When Cara Delevingne spoke out against him, she lost 50,000 Instagram followers in just a week, showing how touchy the subject was even outside of the hip-hop community. Delevingne's post read, "Goodbye silence and backward followers, hello confrontation and forward thinkers. It's going to be a loud year, XX Amuter Kelly." Most artists declined to participate in the 2019 documentary Surviving R. Kelly. According to filmmaker Dream Hampton, only John Legend and Sparkle agreed to appear. She revealed to Vice, "Believe me, we asked everyone. We asked Dave Chappelle. We asked Jay-Z. We asked Erykah Badu. All of these people were approached." After the documentary aired, there were debates on Twitter about whether to cancel Kelly or not, with some arguing that his musical contributions should be separated from his personal actions. Jay-Z appears to share this sentiment as he hasn't publicly condemned Kelly despite his imprisonment. Meanwhile, Jay-Z's wealth continues to grow as Kelly serves his sentence. Their collaborative albums, Best of Both Worlds and Unfinished Business, are still available on Jay-Z's streaming platform Tidal. Then there were also allegations that Jay-Z had an inappropriate relationship with Foxy Brown when she was just 15. In the 1990s, Jay-Z and Foxy Brown's professional relationship began after Foxy, at the age of 14 or 15, was featured in LL Cool J's I Shot Ya remix. Following this introduction, Brown worked with various major artists, but none as significantly as her frequent collaborator and co-writer, Jay-Z. Their initial collaboration resulted in the creation of Ain't No Nigga, a notable track featured on the 1996 soundtrack for Eddie Murphy's movie The Nutty Professor, despite its recording date of 1994. The song opens with Jay-Z's verses expressing admiration for Brown's confidence, leading into a chorus where both artists share vocals. Although reports suggest Brown was 17 at the time of the song's release, official records indicate all pre-mixed recordings, including vocals, were completed by 1994, when Brown would have been approximately 14 or 15 years old. Brown's debut album, Il Nana, released when she was 17, credited Jay-Z with co-writing 5 tracks. Notably, the titular song Il Nana featured explicit lyrics co-written by Jay-Z and Method Man, indicative of Jay-Z's influence on the album's content. Their collaborative efforts continued onto Brown's second album, China Doll, released in January 1999. However, after this release, their professional relationship appeared to come to an end. Recently, there have been a number of lawsuits alleging sexual assault against Combs. One lawsuit, filed in February by a music producer, claimed that Combs coerced him into soliciting prostitutes and pressured him into having sex with them. Combs' attorney, Sean Hawley, has vehemently denied these allegations, stating they have solid evidence proving them false. In another case, Combs' former protege and girlfriend, the R&B singer Cassie, sued him in November, alleging years of sexual abuse, including rape. The lawsuit claimed that Combs forced her to have sex with male prostitutes while he recorded them. The lawsuit was settled the day after it was filed. Another accuser came forward, alleging that Combs raped her when she was 17, 2 decades ago. The Associated Press typically doesn't disclose the identities of sexual abuse survivors unless they come forward publicly, as Cassie did. Combs denied these allegations in a statement made in December. However, Douglas Wigdor, an attorney representing Cassie and another woman who sued Combs, hopes that this will mark the beginning of holding Combs accountable for his actions. It's unclear if the recent search is connected to any of these allegations. Combs, previously known as Puff Daddy, is a highly influential figure in hip-hop, having founded Bad Boy Records and worked with numerous top-tier artists. He's also ventured into fashion with his clothing line Sean John, launched the Revolt TV channel, and produced the reality show Making the Band for MTV. His latest album, the Love album Off the Grid, was released last year, coinciding with his recognition at the MTV VMAs. Despite its nomination for Best Progressive R&B Album at the Grammy Awards in February, Combs did not attend the ceremony. The entertainment industry has seen a wave of sexual misconduct allegations since the emergence of the Tar Me Too movement in 2017, with figures like Harvey Weinstein and Danny Masterson facing convictions. The music industry has also been affected, with R. Kelly serving a prison sentence for sexual abuse, allegations against Russell Simmons, and lawsuits against Steven Tyler. Weinstein, Masterson, Kelly, and Simmons are appealing their convictions, while Tyler is contesting the allegations against him. Recently, Diddy made a return to social media after a period of silence, sharing an Easter post featuring his 1-year-old daughter, Love. This marked his first activity on Instagram since federal agents raided his homes in LA and Miami as part of a human trafficking investigation. In the heartwarming photos, Love is seen dressed in an adorable floral outfit with a matching purse and pink jacket. Combs captioned the snaps with "Happy Easter from Baby Love." The post comes in the wake of the raids, which are part of an ongoing investigation into human trafficking allegations against the founder of Bad Boy Records. Combs' attorney strongly denied these allegations and criticized the manner in which the raids were conducted. Attorney Aaron Dyer stated to People, "There was a gross overuse of military-level force as search warrants were executed at Mr. Combs' residences." Dyer further characterized the situation as a witch hunt, driven by baseless accusations made in civil lawsuits. The statement emphasized that there has been no determination of criminal or civil liability regarding these allegations and asserted Combs' innocence, stating that he will continue to fight to clear his name. That's all for the video, folks. The whole scene unfolding between Al B. Sure, 50 Cent and Diddy is not just your everyday celebrity drama. Al B is putting it all out there, making it crystal clear he's been on the same page as 50 Cent for years, calling out Diddy, and now the late Kim Porter's name has been dragged into the ongoing drama. Let's break it down. Al B sure is the proud pops of Quincy, shared with the late Kim Porter, Diddy's former partner. Over time, Al dropped hints about surviving a mysterious coma and raised questions about Porter's untimely passing, leaving many to side-eye Diddy. But Al's not stopping at insinuations. He's got an upcoming doc, The Al B. Sure Life Story, promising to spill all the tea on his coma experience and Porter's death. In a speech, the singer hinted at some major revelations. "You're gonna have to call Homeland Security," possibly throwing shade at Diddy amid some serious Homeland Security action at Diddy's place recently over an alleged S-traying probe. Meanwhile, 50 Cent couldn't help but weigh in, finding humor in the situation. "Why nobody said nothing about this fool but me?" 50 questioned on Instagram, bringing more eyes to the issue. Al B. Sure responded with some history, reminding everyone that he called out Diddy way back in 2012, reaching out to law enforcement to flag some concerning activities. In a now-deleted Instagram comment, Al B. Sure commented, "Fif, you already know. Everybody talking grimy but missed the hidden July 2012 Are All Hip-Hop Com story when B reached out to all law enforcement agencies to assist and spat all this current activity verbatim like Nostradamus, then silenced. Nen called him crazy. Not so crazy after all, huh?" Andre Harrell also asked Al B to co-exec produce the Uptown Records story and soundtrack. And now he's a ghost? Okay, happy Easter. In a heartfelt message from 2012, resurfaced by Al B. Sure, he expressed deep gratitude towards his supporters and outlined his journey from Mount Vernon streets to musical acclaim. Yet, he didn't shy away from sharing the darker side of fame, revealing encounters with jealousy, stalking, and even threats against his life, hinting at a vast conspiracy against him. In this unfolding saga, it's clear Al B. Sure and 50 Cent share more than just industry ties. They share grievances and warnings about a figure who's long been at the center of controversy, Diddy. Sure sparked controversy by suggesting a connection between the hip-hop artist and his mysterious coma in 2022. Speaking at the Equal Justice Now Awards in Los Angeles, the 55-year-old artist announced an upcoming project about his life and made an indirect reference to Combs, hinting at a deeper story behind his health crisis. Al hinted at revealing more details about his coma, leaving the audience intrigued. "We're going to be producing the Al B. Sure Life Story," the Grammy nominee told the crowd, as seen in a clip shared by TMZ. "So hold on to your britches, and you'll really understand how I ended up in a coma. You're really gonna need to call Homeland Security." In the summer of 2022, the singer collapsed and was rushed to the hospital, where he fell into a coma that lasted more than 2 months. The cause of the incident has never been revealed. To those in the audience, Al's mention of Homeland Security was seemingly a nod to federal agents raiding Diddy's properties in Los Angeles and Miami. The Department of Homeland Security confirmed the raids were part of their investigation. When asked about Diddy after his speech at the awards, Al told TMZ, "The entire situation is unfortunate. I don't speak about another man's business," he added. All I know is that I'm working on the life story. And the way I got to be in a coma, stay tuned. When questioned about Diddy after his speech, the singer declined to comment on specific events but expressed relief that his son, Quincy, wasn't involved in the recent controversies. Al emphasized that he doesn't get into others' affairs, but disclosed that he's focused on sharing his own life story. Quincy Brown, the son of Al B. Sure and the late Kim Porter, has long considered Sean Diddy Combs a father figure. Quincy was raised by Porter and Diddy and grew up immersed in the world of music and entertainment, often joining the Bad Boy founder on tour. Additionally, Quincy was raised by Diddy as his own son after the passing of his mother, the late model and actress Kim Porter, with whom Diddy had an on and off relationship from 1994 to 2007. Amidst the turmoil surrounding the allegations and raids, Al B publicly reached out to his son Quincy, urging him to return home. In an emotional Instagram post shared recently, the 55-year-old singer expressed his love and concern, writing, "Letter to me, son, come home. The door is wide open." Accompanied by a nostalgic photo featuring Brown, now 32, Al reassured his son of his safety and affectionately referred to himself as "Pops, your biological." Quincy had a unique upbringing, spending time between New York and Georgia. He grew closer to Sean Diddy Combs, Porter's partner, over the years, especially during tours. Despite recent legal troubles for Diddy, his lawyer defended him, calling the home raids a witch hunt and maintaining his innocence against sexual assault claims. Last year, Brown spoke to People magazine about what he's learned from Diddy. "I think I've been a sponge, and now I do so much," said the rapper. "One of my passions is that I'm very much into the art of acting, and then there's music. But just seeing how my pops is able to handle and juggle all these things, I took that from him as my most major takeaway." Last month, his former producer and videographer Rodney Lil Rod Jones filed a lawsuit in New York federal court alleging that Diddy Swally harassed, drugged, and threatened him for more than a year. He is seeking $30 million in damages. Diddy was accused of sexual assault, Trey King, and Gang R by Jane Doe in a lawsuit filed in December 2023. The month prior, he had been accused of sexual assault by a third woman, Joy Dickerson Neal, in a lawsuit filed in New York County Supreme Court. In documents obtained by People magazine, another Jane Doe, who has since revealed herself as Liza Gardner, alleged that Diddy and singer-songwriter Aaron Hall took turns raping her and a friend in New York City more than 30 years ago. Singer Cassandra Cassie Ventura filed a lawsuit against Diddy for allegations of RS trafficking and domestic violence in November, but they reached a settlement one day later. Diddy issued a blanket denial of all allegations against him in a statement in December. "Enough is enough. For the last couple of weeks, I have sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation and my legacy," he said. The mogul added, "Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Let me be absolutely clear, I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for the truth." Kim Porter was an American model and actress. Per her IMDb, she has starred in films and TV shows like The Brothers, The System Within, Wicked Wicked Games, Mama I Wanna Sing, and Single Ladies. Porter and Diddy had a long-time, bumpy relationship from the 1990s until they split up for good in 2007. Porter died in November 2018 at the age of 47 from lobar pneumonia. She and Diddy dated on and off for over a decade and had 3 children together. In an interview in April 2019 with Essence magazine, Diddy called Porter his soulmate and revealed her last words. He said a few days before she died, she had the flu and wasn't feeling well, so she sent the kids to his house. "One night, I was checking on her, and she was like, 'Puffy, take care of my babies,'" the Grammy winner said. "She actually said that to me before she died." When he got the news, Diddy said there was screaming and crying. But he quickly remembered Porter's words, and he jumped into mummy mode to ensure the children didn't hear about their mother's death on social media or the news. Although the Los Angeles County Department of Medical Examiner coroner ruled Porter's cause of death as lobar pneumonia, some fans have taken to platforms like Reddit to hypothesize conspiracy theories around her passing, and Al B will surely be hoping he will be proven right. Radar Online also added that Porter reportedly told Shure that she was running, and he supposedly said, "Call the FBI." However, these claims haven't been verified by external media sources. In another report published last December, conspiracies began surfacing around Kimora Lee Simmons being a potential target of an attack orchestrated by Diddy, per Yahoo Entertainment. The Baby Phat founder revealed that a fire had broken out in her Los Angeles home weeks after netizens began speculating that Simmons and the rapper were engaged in a newly relit feud. Simmons was a close friend of Porter, states the source. So, will Al B finally tell the world what Diddy did to Kim? Porter? All we can do now is wait and see. And that's it from us today until next time.